No one expected two tiny heartbeats to change everything. What began as a surprising announcement soon became a journey filled with sleepless nights, unexpected challenges, endless responsibilities, and moments of overwhelming uncertainty. Raising twins is often described as twice the work, but for one family, it became something far greater than that. It became a lesson in resilience, patience, courage, and unconditional love. Every obstacle that once seemed impossible suddenly became an opportunity to grow stronger together. Every difficult day revealed hidden strengths they never knew they possessed. What started as fear slowly transformed into confidence, and what felt like chaos eventually became purpose. This is the inspiring story of how two babies entered a family's life and completely transformed their perspective, teaching them one of the most powerful lessons anyone can learn. Never give up, no matter how difficult the journey becomes. Life has a remarkable way of teaching its greatest lessons when we least expect them. For one family, those lessons arrived in the form of two newborn babies who would completely redefine what love, sacrifice, and perseverance truly meant. The arrival of twins brought excitement, but it also introduced challenges that tested every limit they thought they had. Yet through every sleepless night, every difficult decision, and every moment of exhaustion, they discovered a strength they never knew existed. Their journey became a powerful reminder that the most difficult seasons often create the strongest people. Before we begin this inspiring story, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who might need encouragement today. Now, let's explore how two little lives transformed an entire family's outlook on life forever. The day the family learned they were expecting twins, their world instantly changed in ways they could never have imagined. What had initially been a routine visit quickly became one of the most unforgettable moments of their lives. Excitement filled the room, but so did uncertainty. Questions immediately began racing through their minds. Would they be able to handle the financial responsibility? Could they provide enough attention and care for two babies at the same time? Would their relationship remain strong under the pressure? While friends and relatives celebrated the wonderful news, the parents quietly wrestled with fears about the future. The thought of raising one child had already felt overwhelming, but now they were preparing for two. Despite the concerns, something deep inside encouraged them to move forward with hope. They understood that life rarely provides guarantees, but it often rewards those who embrace challenges with courage and determination, regardless of how impossible the road ahead may seem. As the months passed, preparations for the twins consumed nearly every aspect of daily life. Rooms were reorganized, schedules adjusted, budgets recalculated, and priorities completely transformed. Every purchase seemed doubled, every plan required extra consideration, and every conversation revolved around the growing anticipation of welcoming two new family members. Yet beneath the excitement remained a quiet awareness that their lives would soon change forever. The parents spent countless hours reading books, seeking advice, and trying to prepare for every possible situation. However, no amount of preparation could fully capture what was waiting for them. Friends with children shared stories of sleepless nights and endless responsibilities, but parents of twins offered a unique warning: expect the unexpected. Rather than feeling discouraged, the family gradually embraced the uncertainty. They realized that perfection was impossible and that flexibility would become one of their greatest strengths. Little by little, they began replacing fear with confidence and doubt with determination. When the twins finally arrived, every expectation was immediately challenged by reality. The first weeks felt like a whirlwind of feeding schedules, diaper changes, medical appointments, and interrupted sleep. Days blended into nights, and nights often felt endless. The parents quickly discovered that exhaustion could reach levels they had never experienced before. Simple tasks suddenly required careful planning, and moments of rest became rare treasures. There were times when frustration threatened to take over, and moments when they questioned whether they were doing enough. Yet amidst the chaos, something extraordinary began to happen. Every smile from the babies brought renewed energy. Every small milestone created a sense of accomplishment. The twins unknowingly taught their parents that perseverance is often built through small victories rather than dramatic achievements. Instead of focusing on how difficult each day felt, the family learned to celebrate progress one step at a time, finding strength in moments that others might easily overlook. The challenges extended far beyond physical exhaustion. Emotionally, the family faced an entirely new landscape filled with unexpected highs and lows. There were days when confidence disappeared and self-doubt seemed impossible to silence. The parents often worried whether they were dividing their attention fairly or meeting the needs of both children equally. The pressure to be perfect became a heavy burden until they gradually understood an important truth. Good parenting is not about perfection but about presence. By letting go of unrealistic expectations, they found greater peace and confidence in their daily efforts. They learned that mistakes were not signs of failure but opportunities for growth. Every challenge forced them to adapt, communicate more effectively, and support one another in new ways. Slowly, the family discovered that resilience is not something people are born with. It is something developed through repeated acts of courage, especially during moments when giving up seems easier than continuing forward. As the twins grew, their unique personalities began to emerge, bringing new joys and challenges into the household. Although they shared the same birthday, they approached the world in remarkably different ways. One child displayed curiosity and fearlessness, while the other preferred observation and caution. Watching these differences develop fascinated the parents and deepened their appreciation for individuality. The family learned that comparison often creates unnecessary pressure and that each child deserves the freedom to grow at their own pace. This lesson eventually extended beyond parenting and influenced how they viewed life itself. They became less concerned with measuring success against others and more focused on personal growth and meaningful progress. The twins demonstrated that every journey unfolds differently and that value cannot be measured solely through achievements. By embracing these differences, the family cultivated a deeper sense of patience, understanding, and acceptance, qualities that strengthened every relationship within their home and enriched their outlook on life. Financial pressures presented another significant challenge along the way. Raising children is expensive under any circumstances, but raising twins often magnifies those demands considerably. Unexpected expenses seem to appear constantly, requiring difficult decisions and careful planning. There were moments when sacrifices became necessary and luxuries had to be postponed indefinitely. Yet rather than viewing these circumstances as setbacks, the family began seeing them as opportunities to redefine what truly mattered. Material possessions gradually lost importance compared to shared experiences and meaningful connections. The parents discovered that happiness was not determined by the size of their home, the price of their belongings, or the status of their careers. Instead, fulfillment emerged from spending time together, supporting one another, and celebrating life's simple moments. The twins unintentionally taught everyone around them that gratitude often flourishes during challenging seasons, and that some of life's greatest treasures cannot be purchased with money. The presence of the twins also transformed relationships throughout the extended family. Grandparents became more involved, siblings developed stronger bonds, and relatives found new reasons to gather and celebrate together. The children served as a reminder that family connections are among life's most valuable resources. During difficult periods, support arrived from unexpected places, reinforcing the importance of community and shared responsibility. The parents realized they did not have to carry every burden alone. Accepting help became a sign of wisdom rather than weakness. This shift in perspective strengthened their relationships and reduced unnecessary stress. The twins became a source of unity, bringing people together through shared love and purpose. Their influence extended far beyond the walls of their home, touching the lives of everyone around them. Through these experiences, the family learned that resilience often grows stronger when people choose cooperation over isolation and connection over independence. As the years continued, the parents occasionally reflected on the fears that once dominated their thoughts before the twins were born. Looking back, many of those worries seemed insignificant compared to the growth they had experienced. The challenges had not disappeared, but their perspective had changed dramatically. Instead of seeing obstacles as threats, they viewed them as opportunities to learn and evolve. Every setback carried a lesson, and every difficulty revealed hidden strengths. The twins had transformed more than schedules and routines. They had transformed mindsets. the family became more adaptable, more compassionate, and more confident in their ability to navigate uncertainty. What once felt impossible had become manageable through persistence and teamwork. The realization brought profound gratitude. They understood that the greatest rewards often emerge from situations that initially appear overwhelming, and that growth frequently begins where comfort ends. One of the most meaningful lessons the twins taught involved the power of persistence. Children naturally approach life with curiosity and determination. They fall repeatedly while learning to walk, struggle repeatedly while learning new skills, and yet continue trying without hesitation. Observing this behavior reminded the parents of something many adults forget over time. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is often part of the path toward success. Whenever challenges arose, the family drew inspiration from the same perseverance they witnessed in the twins. They learned to embrace setbacks as temporary obstacles rather than permanent barriers. This mindset influenced every area of life, from personal goals to professional ambitions. The children became living examples of resilience, demonstrating that progress is rarely immediate but almost always possible through consistent effort. Their determination inspired everyone around them to approach challenges with renewed optimism and unwavering commitment. The family's story ultimately became about much more than raising twins. It became a journey of transformation, growth, and rediscovery. The arrival of two babies had introduced uncertainty, exhaustion, and countless challenges, but it had also unlocked strengths, values, and perspectives that might otherwise have remained hidden. Through every difficult moment, the family learned that perseverance creates possibilities where none seem to exist. They discovered that love expands to meet challenges, that courage grows through action, and that resilience develops through experience. Most importantly, they learned that life's greatest lessons often arrive disguised as obstacles. The twins changed every aspect of their world, but the most significant change occurred within the hearts and minds of those who loved them. By teaching their family to never give up, they transformed not only daily routines but an entire philosophy of life, leaving a legacy of hope, strength, gratitude, and unwavering determination. Sometimes the greatest teachers arrive in the smallest packages. These twins did far more than grow up within a loving family. They transformed the way that family viewed challenges, success, and life itself. Through moments of exhaustion, uncertainty, sacrifice, and joy, they revealed a powerful truth. Resilience is built one day at a time. Every obstacle became an opportunity to grow stronger, and every setback became a lesson in perseverance. Their story reminds us that difficult seasons are not meant to defeat us, but to shape us into better versions of ourselves. No matter what challenge you may be facing today, remember that progress often begins with simply refusing to give up. Life may not always be easy, but with determination, love, and hope, even the most overwhelming journey can lead to extraordinary transformation.